Hello, this is Moxxi, aka Moxxicillin. You know, we're gonna be playing Winning Love by Daylight. I've played this game before. I got to like the first day, I would say, maybe the second day, and I was playing it on Twitch, and then Twitch deleted it after the 2 days. So I'm just gonna start putting it on my YouTube so I can actually keep track of what I'm doing. And I'm just going to start all over again, and I'm going to try to make the same choices I made before. You started the day early and wander about the quiet corridors as you walk to your first class. Only a few students are here, and mostly teachers hurry about preparing for their first classes. Stopping by your locker, you grab a book for your first class, then pop into the classroom. After you had detention yesterday, you're not keen to get in any more trouble. Oh, you're early too? Yeah. Hey, Emily. You watch Emily examine you closely with a sly smile. You recognize her from detention yesterday, but you haven't really spoken to each other before. I was hoping I'd get a chance to talk to you after we were in detention together. What did you even do to get in trouble? Accidental fire. I was late to class again. Realistically, I was late to class again. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what they got me for too, and why I'm here just as early as you. She sighs, pauses, and then lets out a yawn. I guess it's just you and me for a minute. What's your name again? Moxxi. Oh yeah, Moxxi. That's right. Didn't even know my name, bitch. Next. I'm so bad with names. Haha. The teacher walks in and starts erasing the last lesson's notes off the board as the other students slowly trickle in. Later, Moxxi. The teacher drones on about some boring lecture about the color orange for the whole class, or at least that's what you managed to write notes about. You're too tired to play. Oh my gosh. You're too tired to pay close attention to the class because you were up late playing video games again. See, there it was. The bell rings and you wander out slowly, following everyone. You spot Emily stopped at a locker in the hallway talking to your friend Maya, who kept you up late last night to grind for loot in the new RPG you've been playing together, Castle Cattle-Roxy's. Cattle-Roxy's? Cattle-Roxy's. She got little aliens. Me. Maya pulls a silly face at you, and then they both walk to their next class. You grab your next book out of your locker and head back to the same classroom. You've known Maya for a few years now. She lives across the street from you, above a convenience store. That's what's up. She stands out because she's always carrying her laptop around, which makes the occasional distracting beep, and has a huge, yellow, puffy coat. Mosey over to your seat and join the other students as they're milling in. Students, I'd like to introduce you to our new student joining us today. The student with the huge jumper and long black boots stands up at the front of the classroom, smiling but a little shy. No one seems to notice that she's very obviously a demon. You try not to stare. This is, Molo. Ooh, it's Molly, miss. The teacher sighs and barely looks up from their desk, mentally preparing for the class to begin. Sure thing. Take a seat, Molly, and, maybe get that sunburn looked at? Yes? The teacher doesn't even seem to notice anything weird about the new student. You wonder if you were the only person seeing them. Class drags on, with the teacher droning on about wacky things that happened in history. One student in particular, who you think is pretty new as well, seems to constantly be asking questions. Taking a glance over at Molly, you see that she's practically hiding under her hoodie and barely paying attention to the teacher. The bell rings and you follow everyone out to the hallway again to put your books back into your locker. Oops. An impatient face appears beside you. You're in my way. You would look up to match her gaze, but you're completely distracted by the huge sword she carries by her side. How the hell did she get a sword in here? Through a metal detector. Your puzzled and stunned face doesn't stop her from nudging you aside to get to her locker. You watch silently as she throws her things inside and hurries off. You can't be sure, but you think the sword somehow just pulled an obscene face at you. Entering the cafeteria for lunch a bit late, you find it's already pretty crowded. I am going to sit by Molly because that's what I did last time. But the choices are to sit with Maya and Emily, sit with Molly, who's by herself, with June, who was just rude to you, click, 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 and sit by myself. We're going to make friends today. Demon, here I come. You decided to go over to sit with Molly, who's sitting by herself. As you approach her table, she barely notices you. She seems to be staring off into space. Hey, Molly. She looks over to you shyly as you sit across from her. She gently peels back her hood and you can see her small red horns poking through her hair. Interesting, you can. She catches you staring at them and looks away. Awkwardly, you try to stir up a conversation. How's your first day going so far? Molly looks up at you as you ask, and you try to smile encouragingly. Slow, I guess. It's definitely a change from what I'm used to. Where did you transfer from? You watch as she fidgets uncomfortably. That was probably a dumb question. She's a demon, right? She's probably from hell or somewhere equally unpleasant. Florida. You try not to look shocked at the answer. I've never been. Did you like it there? It's okay. I do feel a bit weird being all the way out here. Oh, it's certainly very quiet. Awkwardly sit in silence. You both sit there comfortably in silence, listening to the sounds of the other students excitedly chatting. She puts one earbud in to listen to some music and gives you a gentle smile. You both enjoy the relaxing lunchtime in the cafeteria, and Molly seems to appreciate not being completely alone on her first day. She also probably appreciates not being bothered about her appearance either. The bell goes off, and you both get swept away from the cafeteria through the crowds of other students. Looking back, you manage to flash each other a little smile as you stumble out. You don't have any classes left for the day, so you can go home early. One of the perks of being about to graduate. I can't read. Fair warning now, I cannot read. You take your regular shortcut towards your house through a cluster. You take your regular shortcut towards your house through the cluster of trees behind the school. The suburb you live in is pretty rural, so apart from the occasional wildlife, it's a quiet place to be. Your place is on the main road, but a little way down from where most of the shops are, so you're lucky to have a convenience store across the street. As you walk along, you spot another student seemingly hiding behind one of the rocks. Hey there? Ah! Oh, it's just a kid. I thought you were a teacher. Willow, whom you had class with on Tuesdays, turns away from you to pick up a potted plant. A little sus. Are you skipping class or something? Yes, but shh, please don't tell. She blushes a bit. Skipping classes doesn't seem to be something she does often. It's a woodworking class. I just couldn't bear to drill holes in it and glue it to strange things. She shudders thinking about it. As you look closer, you see a strange creature in the pocket of her overalls. Right there. You decide not to think about it. Today has been too weird already. Don't worry. I'll keep your little secret. Thanks. You slowly trudge through the tree-clogged path and get back to your house. Your parents aren't home yet, and it's already started to get darker pretty early in the day. You heat up some of last night's leftover lasagna and carry it up to your room. What should I get up to? You can play with Maya, study, or you know what? Let's study. Let's be good people, right? You decide to resist the allure of your latest video game adventure and open up some of your study books and catch up on some of your coursework. Hopefully this means your finals soon will be less stressful. Your alarm goes off and you silence it with a groan. You're a little tired still, but at least you got a chance to study last night. Are you ready to come down for breakfast yet, Moxxi? Looking around, you quickly throw on some clean clothes and head downstairs. Were you up late playing video games again, Moxxi? Nah, I actually caught up on some of my notes. Got finals coming up in a few days. That doesn't sound like you at all. You must be pretty worried about the upcoming finals, huh? I just want to be prepared, that is all. Mom pushes the materials to make your own bowl of cereal to you from across the table while she finishes up on her own breakfast. Anything exciting happened at school yesterday? I met a few new people who I hadn't really talked to before. Anyone interesting? We'll talk about Molly. Yeah, this new student Molly was introduced to one of my classes today. I probably shouldn't mention that she looks like a demon. She's pretty shy, but I guess that's understandable since it's her first day here. You should try to talk to her some more then. Be her friend. She could probably use someone to help her get settled. That's a good idea. Finishing up your breakfast, you stagger back upstairs to finish getting ready for school. Then head out, walking through your usual shortcut through the woods. End up arriving at school early again, while not many people are around yet. You wonder if Emily is here early again as well. No one seems to be here, so you decide to get comfortable in your seat and get your books out for a minute or two to quick study. Catching up on some notes. Just wanted to get through some notes quickly before class. I'm Elena. I've only been here for a little while. I think we've got 2 classes together. You wonder why so many people are coming to the school right towards the end of the year. You remember seeing her in one of your history classes. She was the one asking so many questions. You any good at history? I'm super interested in it, but there's so much to take in. Wanna maybe tutor me? I can help you with maths or something. She pulls a cute face at you as she asks, hoping you say yes. Yeah, maybe. I do okay in history class. Awesome. I'm at the library after school this afternoon if you want to come find me. Yeah, cool. You both smile at each other before settling down into your own seats. The teacher wanders in as a few other students have already taken their seats around the classroom. Looking around the classroom, you spot a few familiar faces, specifically Molly, who you sat and had lunch with yesterday. As you're looking over at her, you smile and wave. She gives you a big smile and waves quickly before returning her attention to the teacher. The teacher begins to drone on about what will be on the final exam. You listen intently, but often find yourself curious what other students are doing. The bell rings after a long, boring class. Before you all run off to your next class, don't forget the prom is coming up soon, so make sure you get your tickets or you're going to miss out. Do we know what the theme is yet? I need to plan my outfit. Oh my gosh. Kiana is one of the most popular girls at the school. She's also on the football team quarterback. Rumor is they still haven't found the ball she threw at tryouts. No, Kiana, the theme hasn't been revealed yet. Hopefully early next week, the principal will make an announcement. Oh yeah, the prom. I should probably figure out who I'm going to ask to the prom. You follow the rest of your classmates into the hallway to get your books ready for the next class. Or get your books for the next class. You see June walking up the hallway towards you in her locker. You're in my way again. She seems just as grumpy as she was yesterday. Sorry? Go easy on Moxxi, June. Emily, who just showed up out of nowhere, seems to have your back. June barely reacts and quietly trudges off to her next class. Sorry about her. She's going through some family stuff at the moment. It's cool. I'm not upset or anything. We're actually good friends. Not that you would notice. You notice the corridor has emptied and the next class is about to start. I'm gonna be late for class again. I better run. Thanks though. You scoop your books out of your locker and zip to your next class. You walk into your next class late to a withering stare from your teacher. Is this man wearing broccoli on his shirt? As I was saying, K.E. Burchett said, colors seen together to produce a pleasing, effective response are said to be in harmony, and humans have the ability to perceive 2.8 million different colors. Malarkey. Therein it becomes quite difficult to accurately choose a palette that will adequately convey the feeling to the audience that you are intending. Some theorists and artists believe... You all really test me. When I said I can't read. Some theorists and artists believe juxtapositions of complementary colors will produce strong contrast, a sense of vital tension, as well as color harmony, while others believe juxtapositions juxtapositions of analogous colors will elicit a positive aesthetic response. Ensure that you are paying attention to what colors you are using. Often creating a small test palette and measuring those colors against where they will be painted will give you the opportunity to visualize how they will fit. Hire me as an art teacher. You look down at a few notes that you scribbled on your sketchbook. Hire Moxxi for art teacher. Got it. You only signed up for art class for final year, thinking it would be a cruisy experience, but you were mistaken. Looking over to the desk next to yours, you can see Sophie vividly sketching a picture of something. Brown. It's probably too early to guess what it is. You spend some time working on sketches of your own. It isn't long before the bell for lunch rings and you follow the crowd into the cafeteria. Looking around the cafeteria, you notice a few people at different tables that you recognize. Who should you sit with today? So, we already sat with Molly. We can sit with Maya. We haven't played games with her yet. Willow and Sophie. I think that's who I sat with last time. June and her sword. Emily and Keon. Yeah, let's do Willow and Sophie. You see Willow sitting over at a table with Sophie and decide to join them. Hey. Hey. Sophie waves to you as you sit down. Hey again. Willow is sitting next to her potted plant on the table. You notice a familiar little spirit perched in her overalls. Thanks for being cool yesterday. Oh, no problem. I totally get it. Is this about you in the forest again? Yeah. Moxxi bumped into me while I was there. Have you met Willow's little spirit friend? Isn't he so cute? Sophie, he's supposed to be hiding with me. Sophie blushes. Oh wow, so cute. You pretend to only just have noticed it now, so that Willow doesn't worry. Where'd you find this cute little guy? This one is one of the forest spirits. They've been following me around for a while now. I take it they're friendly? Very. Willow puts the little spirit into her hand and reaches it out to you slowly so you can pat it. Look at his cute little smile. The bell rings and you all slowly disperse to head to your next classes. I'm already starting to yawn. Oh no. You head out to your locker to get your books for the next class. As you settle into your last class for the day, the teacher is already running through the class at top speed. All students are furiously scribbling and try to keep up with the note-taking pace. You don't seem to bother keeping up. This year's almost over anyways. Okay, now choose a partner to continue working on amongst yourself. You look around at who your partner should be. I did Molly. No! No! Oh no, I'm so sleepy. Hey, need a partner? Yeah? Did you catch what we're supposed to be doing? Not really. I'm not very good with this sort of thing. I'm a pictures, not words person. That I totally get. I'm the same. I rather play a video game than read a book. Yeah. What do you want to do then? Why don't we just try to write something together? Oh yeah? It doesn't have to be good. We can just make an attempt. So, it's supposed to be about life as a high school student? Oh gosh. I remember doing this and I was like so mean, low-key. But we're just gonna start with life as a high school student. Aliens. Okay. Lizard people. Alright. And then we're gonna end it with Illuminati. Listen, y'all gonna come for me. Molly, Moxxi, are you ready to present yours to the class? And then my stream's gonna glitch out and the US government's gonna come for me. JK, ha 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 ha. Come up to the front and read what you have, please. Molly shuffles up to the front. Ahem. Aliens, lizard people, Illuminati. The teacher makes a weird face at you both. Before you could receive any feedback, the bell rings and all the students start to pack their things. Molly shoots you a look of relief and you both head out. The teacher gives you a frown as you walk out the classroom. Well, that's it for your classes today. What are you going to do this afternoon? Yeah, let's go help tutor her. The school doesn't have one, and it's pretty small, but the town's library is fairly cozy, and not that far away. Oh. As you wander through the different areas of the library, you notice Elena sitting down in a big armchair, reading through a textbook. She lights up as she noticed your approach. Hey, Moxxi! You wave quietly over to her, and you both move into one of the study rooms. So, what did you want to work on? You watch Elena put down the textbook. Well, I was wondering if I could just ask you questions on stuff I might have missed. Sure, whatever works. Why did the Romans need to build aqueducts? Isn't there water underground? How long have I know? Listen, this sounds legit, but like, water slides? We'll go with this one. That sounds smart. Ah, okay, so they would move it to where they needed it. That's a lot of different uses. Wow, you really did study. Why couldn't they just carry water from the ocean? Isn't your planet like mostly oceans? Well, you can't drink ocean water for a start. Okay then. Elena looks down at her notes before asking you another question. What caused the fall of Rome? Huns, let's get down to business. And the migration of the barbarian tribes such as the, economic troubles or reliance on slave labor, military overspending. I believe that. Let's go with that. Slaves? Oh god, that's me. But yeah, most of the ancient world is built with slaves. That's horrifying. Go tell me about it. Well, it's illegal now, as it should be, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. Humans were barbaric for a long time. Let's go. They sure were. Why is Rome important to Earth history anyways? Good question. Lived in Rome. Why? How many times I visited Rome? That's a good ass question. Why? Why? Beautiful city though. Beautiful city. Oh. 1 second. I miss Italy so much. I was thriving. You flip through the textbook knowing that there was a summary page somewhere that answered that question. After a few seconds of flickering through pages, you find the passage. Well, here we go. I'm a teacher again. During the time of the Empire, significant developments also advanced in the fields of medicine, law, religion, government, and warfare. The Romans were adept at borrowing from and improving upon those inventions or concepts they found among the indigenous populace of the regions they've conquered. Human history is complicated. Elena pauses, just studying your face for a moment. Do you like learning about history? Yes. It's stuff that actually happened, and it's important to get a sense where we all came from as people. But it also gives perspective on how far we've come. Wow, I guess that's true. There's just so much more to take in. So many different peoples, conflicts, and more. Elena looks away and sees the night sky through the window. She pauses just to stare at the stars. It's getting dark. I should get going. I'm gonna make this into a Twilight. Like, yeah, good idea. Let's get you home. Like that acting. Oh gosh. Leaving the library, you find out that it's already darker than you thought. I'll walk you back to your place. Because I'm nice like that. Thanks. And thanks for coming and helping me out. I appreciate the company. It's been difficult adjusting to my new home. Kiana is fantastic, and I appreciate her taking me in. But it's not just home, you know? I get it. What's it like for you back home? I've never had a home. Crowded. I'm from the biggest city in Talray. There's huge buildings everywhere. Tons of traffic. It's hard to see the stars because of it all. I miss a lot of little things, like the food I would have regularly. A lot of the stuff you have here is so sweet. I agree. Blech. Oh yeah, lots of sugars and everything, haha. Elena pauses and looks over at you. I'm glad I left too. My people are being torn apart by war. I saw too much fighting up close. I had to tangle with one of the scariest warlords of my people. I ended up here by accident while trying to escape. That's horrible. I hope you're okay. This is like low-key me or normal. Oh, see, I don't know. I'm just like, oh, that sucks. And I hope you come to love this new home as much as Taurea. It certainly has its own beauty. Elena stops at the front of one of the houses. We're here. Kiana spots you through the open garage door at the side of the house and comes over. Hey, Elena. Is this your study buddy? Yeah, Kiana, this is Moxxi. Hey, Moxxi, how does studying go? Moxxi is super smart and was really helpful. That's great. Okay, see, I can't do different voices and be fake. I just can't. You're home just in time for dinner, too. Kiana turns around and walks back inside. I'll catch you later, okay? Thanks for walking me home. Elena waves as she walks inside with Kiana. You start walking home back to your place. It isn't that far from here. What a day. You settle in bed, exhausted. It was cool studying with Elena tonight. She seemed to really appreciate the help, but I can't seem to shake the feeling that she's definitely not from this planet. She seems just like any other person, though. It's hard to tell. Maybe if I get a chance to talk to her more, I'll find out what's going on. You wake up early, groggy from a big day yesterday. Rolling over, You see the alarm displaying an alarming number. I'm late. You throw on some clothes and scoop up your bag. Hurrying through the kitchen, you grab a snack and shoot out through the door. Shuffling into the first class of the day barely on time, you slump into a chair, still tired from yesterday. Your teacher slowly walks in and sits up their laptop at their desk and starts preparing the lesson notes. You are all distracted as the PA system crackles to life. Ominous voice. I got this. I know. Never get me to be a voice actor, bruh. Alright. I know you attend this school, you wannabe superheroes. You invaded my crypt, destroyed the beginnings of my skeleton army, and you will be made to regret it. Okay, ow, my throat. I will find you. I will find out who you all are and expose your secret to the world. Anyone not found to be a regular school student should fear my scrutinous eyes. Ha ha ha. I will find you all and expose you, so that my undead uprising shall turn all of you into skeletons for the skeleton army. The skeleton army. The PA cuts out and you see everyone awkwardly looking around at each other. He's gonna quit his job. The teacher lets out a big sigh. Let's ignore that bizarre practical joke and get back to the class, shall we? You wonder who could potentially be the superheroes they met. Could Molly, a demon, be a superhero? Willow, having a weird forest friend, a superpower? You daydream through most of the class, the announcement leaving you confused and anxious. Bell rings, and all of the students pile into the now crowded hallway. Students are bustling and jittering about the announcement. Maya squishes through the crowd and pops up next to you. Is it you? Huh? Oh, hey. Are you the superhero? I think you would have noticed if I was a superhero by now. We spend enough time together, and I don't exactly vanish to the town's phone booth that often. I bet you would wear a super dorky costume, too. Sew it yourself like Spider-Man, too. I would be a super cool superhero. If I was one. You could totally be a superhero. Is being better than you at video games a superpower? Wow. Yes. You both laugh and Maya spots Kiana. I keep on forgetting. Kiana bustling through the crowded corridor. Oh. Hey Maya. How weird was that announcement? I know. We were just talking about it. Is it you? Yeah, why? Wait, really? No. Kiana winks at you, leaving you very confused. I really am starting to worry about what all this is about. I think it's some kind of prank, or is it some kind of teaser about the prom theme? Honestly, with the weird stuff around here, I'm worried it's legit. Okay, wow, now I'm worried. I've gotta go do some stuff quickly before lunch. Catch you later? Yeah. You wave as Kiana heads off. I'm sure it's nothing, right? Lunch? Yeah, I'm right behind you. I'll grab a free table. You both walk into the cafeteria, which is similarly noisy with excitement caused by the announcement. Looking about you, wonder who to sit with. Looking about. Who wrote that? Looking about. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Let's sit with Emily, June. Well, I was gonna sit with Maya. Let's go sit with June. She's been mean. Emily's already sitting at the table when you come and sit down. It's so bizarre. I wonder who it was. Oh, hey, Moxxi. Hey. Hey. Did you mean the announcement? Yeah, what's up with that? Who would even be a superhero way out here? There's barely any crime. Like, we have one sheriff and he's 60 years old. Yeah, that's true. You can't deny there's some weird stuff going on here, right? Said the talking sword. I definitely can't disagree. June glares at the blade resting against the chair next to her. I wonder if it's anyone we know. Also, I'm more interested in who would broadcast an announcement like that. Nobody gonna talk about the fucking talking sword? Like, Moxxi's not even gonna acknowledge it? Alright, do you think it was a prank? Probably, but if it wasn't, then who could have access to the PA? Just the principal, right? Maybe the administrative staff? Do any of them give you creepy skeleton vibes? Not really. They're all pretty drab, but definitely not undead. Definitely not undead. Weird. Very weird. The bell rings and you all wave goodbye and wander off to your next class. You wonder who really would make an announcement like that. Wander into the classroom of your final class for the day. Today's another short day for you. You watch as the teacher scribbles some details onto the board about a group assignment. As a part of our public speaking module, we set up an assignment. Students would choose their own pairs and then write and rehearse 1-minute speech on any topic they like. Then together they would practice by performing the speech to each other. Then tomorrow you will all present your speeches to the class. Take some time now to form your pairs and discuss your plans. Looking around the room, you see a few faces that you can recognize that might be a good choice for this project. Who are you going to ask? I already did Molly. We just talked to June. Kiana. Let's do Sophie. I haven't really talked to Sophie. You decide to approach Sophie for the project. Hey, Sophie. Hey. Did you want to work together for the homework project? Sure. Did you want to go back to your place after this class? I'm free after this. Yes, same. We can do that. What topic were you thinking about doing? Let's do aliens again. That's always a great one. Aliens? I wouldn't have guessed. Do you not know me? I think I might do music or singing or something. The bell rings and most of the students begin to pack up to leave. Ready to go? Yeah, let's go. It's such a nice afternoon. Oh, I can't believe that we graduate pretty soon. Yeah, I know. No one's even talking about it. Any idea what you'll do after graduation? Ew. My mom wants to take me traveling. She was born in France, but I've never been. Travel around Europe for a while with her. That's amazing. Not even. Are you excited? Yes, but also nervous. I've never really left town, you know? This is a huge chance. And it's not a small trip either. I'm getting the hint lately that she wants to move us there for a while. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Wow, that's heavy. What about you, though? I'm still figuring it out. I'll probably take some time to figure out what I want to chase after. Traveling does sound pretty nice, honestly. Maybe I'll sneak you along in my luggage. Please do. Well, this is my place. My parents are probably still at work. Let's try to sneak up to my room. Oh, this is your room? I haven't really put much effort in decorating. Mom put some stuff in here when we moved, so it wasn't so drab. I haven't bothered to change it. I just sit at my computer most of the time anyways. That's fair enough. My room's a huge mess in comparison. You have to wear mountain hiking boots to climb over piles of clothes. Wow. Yeah. So the project? Yeah. Let me fire up the computer and I'll take some notes. What topic do you think I should do it on? Something easy to talk about. Probably something that you're really into. Maybe talking about traveling might help you get more used to the idea. Could do some research. That's a cool idea. Maybe ask moms what kind of places we'll visit. Yeah, that's a good plan. What about you? I'm not sure. I initially thought about doing aliens, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Maybe I'll do something different. You should totally pick something you're passionate about, though. Aliens are something I'm passionate about. Computer games. No! Aliens! It's what Maya and I mostly hang out and do together. Then do that. Isn't that boring for some people? It isn't for them. It's supposed to be something that you're passionate about. I guess that's true. Sounds like you're sorted then. Oh wow, it's already gotten pretty late. I should head home. Oh, yeah, okay. See you at school tomorrow? Yeah. Get home safe? I will. You walk Sophie downstairs and wave goodbye as she heads up the street to her house. Maybe now is a good time to get a snack from the kitchen. You manage to slip up to your room quietly and turn on your computer. Moxxi, is that you? Yeah, Mom, just got home. Your mom comes up to the room and check on you. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. You've been busy, huh? Yeah, Sophie came over to work on a homework assignment, and we have to work on some silly public speaking thing. Very busy then. Oh, I heard about that weird announcement this morning from one of the other mums. Oh yeah, I bet the mum group has been blowing up about that. Most of them think it's nonsense, and others are scared of anything. So who's to say? Do you know any superheroes at your school? Do I need to be worried about sewer villains attacking or something? June's mom mentioned that it's a family heirloom tradition or something. I'll start carrying around a sword if it means I'll be able to fly or shoot lasers out of my eyes. I don't think June can do that. The bar for superpowers is really low, apparently. I'm pretty sure the announcement is just a hoax. Maybe it's a prank leading up to a superhero-themed prom? They haven't announced the prom theme yet. Maybe I'm onto them. If I'm kidnapped, take lots of photos of your outfit for me. Mom! Alright, I'll leave you alone. Want me to bring up some food? Did you eat? Yes, please. Thanks, Mom. Eventually you decide to climb into bed. Tomorrow will surely be weirder than today. And that's where I'm gonna cut it for this episode, because it's already been an hour. And we are on day 4, actually. Look at that. Yeah, so we're just gonna save that. There we go. Yeah, see, last time I played was December 6th. Oof. Big oof. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I have links on my Twitch, if you're not watching me on my Twitch, because I'm gonna put this on YouTube. And of course, Instagram on both of them. Same name as all of them, Moxxi. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you so much for watching.